Fury does not look. He doesn't look like he's training really hard for this Wilder fight. And I know what the UK are gonna say. I just know it. It's mind games, mate. He's eating ice cream and posting it because it's mind games, mate. Can't you tell it's mind games? No, it's not fucking mind games. This guy, he knows Judgment Day is coming very, very soon. And what he's doing is basically just planting the seeds to let it be known how this is going to happen. I think Fury knows he's going to get laid out and it's going to be pretty ugly. So he's just, enjoying his life right now, enjoying his final days with his family. I see that. Yep. He's just enjoying the final days with his family. Meanwhile, Wilder's in the gym, going hard in the gym, looking spectacular, looking like a whole new Wilder. So it makes me really wonder, like, what's gonna happen in that third fight? Is it gonna be a competitive fight, or is Wilder just gonna go in there and lay him out like Berbain Stavern? Because that's what it's looking like right now. Fury does not look motivated, and we all know if there's anybody that struggles with mental health, we all know it's Tyson Fury. And now he is forced. He's not he's not choosing to fight Wilder. He is forced to fight Wilder. And people don't understand that part. And that's the very thing that's going to kill this fight, or basically have Fury laid out on his back. The fact that he doesn't want this fight, he's forced to it. How do you wrap your mind around that? How do you wrap your mind around lying to your fans for 6 months and looking like public enemy number one? Your fans don't want to see you fight Wilder. Your fans want to see you fight Anthony Joshua. But he knows that's not going to happen. He knows he has to fight Wilder. And that's pretty tough, man. I've seen videos of him doing front flips in the pool with his family, going shopping, this and that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, dude, I don't think this is going to be pretty good for you, man. I honestly don't. I don't see Fury even making it past the fourth round, just based off of just him being cast. This guy's like, I wouldn't be surprised if he weighed about 265, 270 right now. And this is the guy you guys are rooting for? I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if he goes in there and laid out. So I'm not rooting for him. Man, you guys gotta stick by him, man. You guys stick behind him in the first, the second fight, stick behind him in the third fight. It's so crazy. Everything that people hate about AB, maybe not. Let's say you never stuck by him. Okay, maybe you personally never stuck by him, but fans been sticking by him through this whole thing, saying that he can't cheat. There's no way that Wilder had a case. You know, I mean, just peep this. Imagine how y'all feel knowing that Tyson Fury was wrong. He lied. Yeah, his fans have a cult following. I mean, you know what it is? I really don't even think Tyson Fury has real fans. I really think he just has people who hate Wilder. People who hate Wilder are just Tyson Fury's following. Because I wouldn't say they're fans because they don't pay for anything. They're not showing up to his fights to watch him fight. Do you think what it is? That's Yeah, if you're mentioning what I just said, I don't feel like Fury has fans. I really feel like he just has people who hate Wilder following him. Because any real boxing fan, regardless if you think he's playing mind games or not, it's not a good look to be training for a boxing match and eating cheesecake with ice cream and doing front flips in the pool while your opponent is in his own home backyard working out, playing songs like I Want It Back in Blood, going to the gun range, getting mentally prepared to go into war. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury, what they say, he's slacking off, mate. He's slacking off. He really is. You can't be out here telling the world that you're just ready to fight. You're ready to fight, but you're out here eating ice cream. Yeah, I can eat ice cream because I'm not about to go step in the ring with the hardest puncher in boxing. I'm not doing that, but you are. And what you're doing is eating ice cream, man. Look at his flabs on the side. It looks like he has two meat sacks on the side, like he has two ham hocks. I've seen a lot of his fans turn on him this past week. Yeah, because they know what's going. It's hard to tell the world that hey, he's gonna beat Wilder again. Just because you beat Wilder in a controversial second fight doesn't mean you're gonna beat him in the third fight. And what's so funny is his fans are so stupid they don't even understand. They'll say, "Oh, Wilder has no chance." He has no chance. Did we not see Wilder hit Fury one of the best highlight reels in boxing in the last 100 years, last 50 years, last 10 years? The knockdown that Wilder put on Fury was very epic. Of course he has a chance. And you know so funny? Everybody wants to talk about puncher's chance. Somebody has a puncher's chance. If there's anybody in boxing that has a puncher's chance, it's Deontay Wilder. Duh. Wilder has a puncher's chance, and I feel like he's going to take it out on Fury. Sorry, y'all. I got allergies and shit kicking my ass. And that KO wasn't even full range. People always say Wilder can't box, but that knockdown that he did on Fury, that looked like somebody that can box to me. Because if you really watch it, he hit him up with a straight right and a left hook on his way down. And it was so perfect. Like he got hit with two perfectly land punches. You say he can't box. All he has is a right hand. He got hit with a right and a left. So what are you guys talking about? I see Wilder trading with Malik Scott. The most recent clip he posted when he was practicing the right hand, and I noticed he was practicing it in short range. Usually, when Wilder hits his opponents with that right hand, he set you up from a distance. He set you up with that jab, and then he extends that right hand and knocks you down. I seen him training with Malik Scott, him being inside or in the pocket with him, slipping and then coming up top with the right. So I said, "Oh shit." Figures think he's gonna go in there and try to get in a little bang out with Wilder. Think Wilder needs to extend his reach to hit him with that straight right? Nope. Wilder can fuck around, be trading in the inside with Fury, slip, and then come up the top and punch him with that right hook, meet that right hand, and it'll be fucking over just like that. One thing I do notice in Wilder's when he's trying to hit that left hook, I always think about Wilder's arms and his shoulders and stuff like that and his biceps. I don't want to see Wilder get another injury, so I feel like he should try to keep it simple. Don't try to do too much extravagant where you end up dislocating your shoulder or whatever. What he's doing with Malik Scott, what he was just working on, I think that's gonna be the way to get Fury out. Because if you get Fury in the ropes and Fury's trying to trade with you, it's gonna be so perfect if you hit him with that move you were practicing on. Seriously. My prediction with that fight, I know everybody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, Wilder's gonna win because you're choosing Wilder." Yeah, most definitely. But let me tell you how I think he's gonna win. I think it's gonna be very competitive for the first 2 to 3 rounds, and then we're gonna see some of the new stuff that Wilder's been training on come into full effect. Because I feel like Fury's gonna slag off. I feel like Wilder's gonna distract him. Wilder's gonna make him think he's not gonna throw that right hand. Wilder's probably gonna be throwing left hooks, jabs, jabbing him. And Fury's gonna forget all about that right hand like Luis Ortiz. Go back and look at that Luis Ortiz fight. Wilder was doing. That's why I picked him to beat Fury in the second fight because I was seeing some things in Wilder's game that I've never seen before. I mean, he showed it a little bit in the Brazil fight, but he showed it well in that Ortiz fight. Yeah, he was losing on the cards, but I noticed that he was really patient. He was really patient, and he was definitely measuring up Luis Ortiz with that jab. And he was doing other things like throwing left hooks, throwing hooks to the body. I said, oh man, it's distracting him. It's distracting him. And he did it so well. He set Ortiz up. Ortiz forgot all about that right hand. And as soon as he forgot, it was lights out. It was lights out, man. So with Wilder and Fury 3, I think Wilder's going to go in there and just box him. And it's going to be surprising because you're going to be like, damn, I didn't know Wilder can do this. Not saying Wilder's going to go in there looking like Josh Taylor. But don't be surprised if you see Wilder has an effective jab and he's throwing combinations. Say you hope so. Don't hope so. I know so. Speak it, believe it, receive it. Real shit. I was speaking it and I believed it. And what the fuck happened? I received it. I told people, I said, man, Wilder is gonna fight Fury next. I spoke it. They said, nah, they doubted me, they made videos about me. I believed it. I believed it was gonna happen. And then what happened last week, Monday? I received it. Received what I believed in, what I spoke about. And I also spoke about how Wilder's gonna, he's gonna do some bad things for Fury. And I know you guys like to say don't wish death on nobody. I'm not wishing death on Fury. But all I'm saying is if something was to happen to him in that ring, my sympathy bar, it would be at level zero because I would not give zero fucks. Because, when you try to cheat a man, and I know you guys don't want to believe it. I know y'all don't want to believe it. But when you try to cheat a man, all rules are off. Man, I seen a picture. It's like something. It could be like something y'all could put in like one of those movies about how they used to be friends, but things happen in between. It was a picture of Wilder hugging Fury, and I don't know who said it, but it says "I love you, man." And somebody said, "Man, this picture did not age well," because they actually had some mutual respect for each other during that first fight. Now the blood is bad. It is bad blood between those two right now. And that makes it a very, very, very interesting third fight. Because Fury's using every time they bring up Wilder, he's calling him a bitch. He's talking about how he's going to do dirty tactics to Wilder when he fights him again. Which we know is not gonna happen, but hey, he's saying it. He's saying I'm gonna crack Wilder's other half of his skull. I'm gonna I'm gonna headbutt Wilder. I'm gonna give him a nut injury. All types of shit. And I'm like, dude, keep it up. Please. Keep it up. I want to see it. I want to see all that stuff he's talking about, what he's going to do to Wilder in that ring. I love it. I love those comments. People think I'm going to be out here crying and be like, oh, well, how can you say that about Wilder? I don't care. Say that. You just going to be the one that's fighting him. That's the best part about it. Because where I'm from, we all know the person doing the most this when they get in that, wherever they at, when they get in that situation where they have to throw this, and the person that wasn't saying anything, 9 times out of 10, that's the person that's gonna give that motherfucker the beatdown. Seriously, because You doing all this talking, Fury, and that's what got your ass caught up. You doing all this fucking talking. Literally, you doing all this fucking talking, Tyson Fury. What are you talking about, man? You talking about how you gonna crack his skull. You talking about how, you're a fighting man, you just wanna fight. Shut that soft shit up. Seriously, I don't forget none of that shit. I'm not forgetting none of that shit. Dude, you were literally put Wilder in a situation where he has to take you to court to force you to get back in the ring, and then you're supposed to just get in here on ESPN and be like, "Yeah, I'm a fighting man. He won a 20 million." I said, "Nah, I'm a warrior. Get the fuck out of here." I'm not gonna listen to Mark Kriegel and all these fucking stupid ass journalists. I'm not gonna listen to them and say, "Yeah, disregard all the information that I read. Their story, their narrative is what I believe." No, hell no. Fury did not want to fight Wilder again. He never signed anything to fight Joshua. What make of the news time to be terminated? That's a lie. That's a lie. Talk about the contract could be terminated. It couldn't be terminated. It couldn't be terminated. What is he even talking about? You know what I think that was? I feel like certain point when you're talking for a long ass time, like Eddie Hearn, and you're talking so much bullshit, you just end up saying just anything because that's exactly what it is. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Wilder put him in arbitration in like what, October? It was like, yeah, it was like towards. They started arbitration like when, towards the end of October or whatever. So how the hell can they terminate the what is this guy even talking about? He really doesn't know what he's talking about. And that's so sad. It's because he's sitting there and he's looking like so stupid because even the dude from IFL, the reporter from IFL, he's sitting there and he's saying, he's like, dude, why wouldn't you tell people that this AJ versus Fury fight is depending on this arbitration? Why would you not say that? Yeah, I've seen that. I watched that. That was when the same IFL video I'm talking about right now. He was talking to him, and basically he was like, "Yeah, why would you not let it be known that Fury might have to? No, this AJ Fury fight is depending on what happens in that arbitration. Why is that? That's all I wanted to know." And then not Anthony Josh, Eddie Hearn is like, "Yeah, why would I do that? Then I possibly wouldn't have made the fight." Well, duh, because the fight's not even here today. So what are you saying? Maybe that's what you should have done. It's like he's trying to make himself seem like it's all Bob Arum's fault. But yeah, it's Bob Arum's fault. But it's your fault too. It's your fault too for believing somebody that is 89 years old who was a lawyer when when you're in diapers. And when you're in the diapers, what, in the 60s or 70s? I mean, come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing, man. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see what happens later on in this fight. I got Wilder winning by knockout, so we'll see.